Y'all see it when you go to the grocery store. Prices are going up, and restaurants are seeing the same thing.
Yeah, for many that survived the shutdown, this is just another hurdle to clear in a pandemic that is persisting. But some worry that the pandemic help for their industry isn't persisting, so they're asking, where's the money? At Dressler's in Midtown Charlotte, staff is preparing for dinner, but every peel and pour is more expensive nowadays.
Cost of goods has been incredible.
Jon Dressler sees that impact in his kitchen here and at other restaurants in his Rare Roots hospitality group.
Crabmeat, which we used to pay $22 a pound, we're now paying $45 a pound. Filet minion that we were paying $20 a pound, we pay $40 a pound.
It's a familiar tune for us all now. Consider this. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says your trip to the grocery store is more than 6% more expensive than this time last year, the largest 12-month rise in 13 years. And for restaurants, it's not just the food. Mike Watley with the National Restaurant Association says pretty much any way these businesses can see a price hike, they are. Think takeout supplies, propane for outdoor dining, labor, even rent.
Restaurants are just now beginning to hopefully recover from the pandemic, and now they're facing all these new challenges of labor challenges, inflation, supply chain. We haven't had enough time to catch up from the pandemic yet.
So in lieu of catching up, Watley says businesses are changing up, either by cutting back on service days and hours, paring down the menu, or raising their prices.
I actually spoke to someone who told me that they were shocked at our prices, and I shared with them how shocked I was at the prices we have to charge. But you have to stay afloat.
But unfortunately, not all are treading water. Watley says the U.S. has lost about 90,000 restaurants since the pandemic began. And with the economic and supply forces at play right now, we could very well see more shutter before it's done. He says one solution is to release more rescue funding for the industry. That's because the Small Business Administration's Restaurant Revitalization Fund ran dry in June after pumping more than $28.5 billion into more than 100,000 restaurants nationwide, including more than 2,600 in North Carolina. And while that sounds like a lot of businesses,
unfortunately, only 1/3 of restaurants who applied got any money. 2/3 didn't receive a penny, and that includes 4,000 restaurants in North Carolina.
While restaurants wait, Dressler says there are ways diners can help during this unprecedented time. First, have patience, and second, dine courteously.
If you have a reservation and you can't make it, call and cancel that reservation. Restaurants are trying to maximize revenue on nights that you can, and having people not show up is very disrespectful.
And so, yeah, there is proposed legislation. It's in both the House and in the Senate. It would replenish this restaurant revitalization fund, but those bills have sat largely stalled since the summer. I wanted to find out why and what it would take to move these along. So we're going to talk about what I discovered. That's going to be tomorrow night at 11.